Okay, let's do some jumping now. So I'd like you now to reach down and put your jump boards up on your machine. We're going to start with our first jump, which is a scissor kick jump. We start with the left foot on the jump board, right leg extended to the ceiling. Point your toe, curl up from the carriage, placing both hands behind the calf of the right. Now, zipping up through your belly with your shoulders down, you breathe in to begin, breathe out, jump away, change legs, and stretch through the opposite side. So I'd like everybody to turn onto your side for me. Ensure that when you roll onto your side, that you're vertical through the hips and the chest, but hold the hips slightly forward so they're directly in line with your shoulders as well. Your upper hand sits on the risers for the hand straps, but also your upper hand sits on the glutes at the rear. Now your top leg we're going to jump with here, so your bottom knee is tucked to your chest and hold the top leg on the jump board nice and hard. Now our next 10, what we're going to do is a jump, parallel jump with a circle. It doesn't matter which way your circle is, because we are going to do the other way in a second. So top foot back on the jump board once again, you breathe in, jump away, do a small circle with your thigh and land again. And continue working like that from now. All right, now from here, I want you to focus here on holding your hips nice and vertical all the time. Long through the toes, shoulders open. As you sit on the carriage, grasp hold of the hand straps, put your foot through the large loop and pull the strap right up to the thigh, just like Kayla's doing here, allowing for the strap to be outside your leg. When you lay on your back, making sure that your shoulder blades are on the carriage, fingers interlaced behind your neck, and then allow for the feet to be sitting on the headrest to begin. Now this is called the double leg stretch. This you need to focus on making sure that there's no lower back strain. We're going to start first by drawing down to the rib cage, curling the spine up from the carriage, engage through lower abdominals and bring your knees up towards your chest. And this is our start position now, taking your arms forward and reaching towards your ankles. Look to the hip you're rotating towards and keep your waistline open on the side that you're rotating to and feel the depth of connection working through your waistline. Now this is really hard, guys. Zip up through the belly and feel that intensity working nice and deep and hard. Couple to go now. Okay, now long through the toes, you extend those legs out. Shoulders relaxing about the ears all the time, guys. 2 to go on each side. Zip up through the belly as deep as you can go. 1 to go now. On this last one, come back to the start and relax, just placing your feet down. And now let's take our legs out of those straps. Okay, now the next exercise that we're going to do is called rowing. Now we're going to stay facing in the same direction that we are. What's important now is that we sit back and we have one hand's distance from your hand to your buttocks. So the hand sits on the back of the carriage and there's one hand's distance from your hand to the back of the carriage. Now from here, all we need to do is we need to reach forward and grasp hold of our straps, and this is rowing one in a round spine. We make a fist and lock our knuckles together. Place the fists onto the chest and then move ourselves into a round spine. So tuck your pubic bone, eyes down, draw the rib cage in and roll slightly back towards your springs. Now these first two movements, the carriage doesn't move, so breathe in first. And on the breath out, extend your arms down. Okay, let's change now to doing kneeling work. I want everybody to kneel up, facing towards your foot bar. Make sure you're on a red spring for the time being. From there, your feet flex back on the shoulder pads. And then from there, reach back and pick up your hand straps, in the large loops. This is arm circles. Be careful of this one here, that if you find that the weight is too heavy, that the straps might pull you back too far, I need everybody to really be careful you don't get pulled back too far by pulling into the rib cage. Now from here, we take the arms. This upper hand is sitting on the hip. This helps you, gives you stability through the pelvis. If you want to make this harder, simply take that arm, place it by your side. And this will make you have to work so much harder to work through the abdominals to maintain your vertical lines to the torso. Working beautifully here, feel this rotator cuff working, 2 to go. And now 1 more now. This should be working your glutes nice and hard too, by the way. Last to go is we extend out, we come back in, and then let's turn around and face the other way and do the other side now. Working really well here, guys. If you're doing this one well, you should be feeling your abdominals working. You should be feeling your rotator cuff working through the shoulder of the side where your arm is working. Now, once again, the side you're facing is the strap you're using. Hand closest to the riser on the hip. The opposite arm is on the large strap, turning toward the riser, breathing in to prepare. Start the breath out, rotate back through the rib cage, extend the arm out, turn the palm up, And we return back to the start, guys, doing beautifully here and rest. Let's do some triceps now, guys. So I'd like everybody to turn around facing towards your risers. Now your knees can be on the shoulder pads here with your feet flexed. That's really important that you would flex the feet. And then from there, we place our hands in through the small loops, and then we reach forward to your silverware. Now we need to form up a C curve of the spine. So what we do first off, we tuck our pubic bone, lower our buttocks toward the heels, but no touching the heels. Draw the ribs in toward the spine, shoulders down, and lift out through your spine to get that really deep curve through the abdominals. The elbows drawn back to your rear, so it's almost like you're trying to hold your elbows backwards, and your hands are next to your chest. You breathe into... Okay, now we're going to work into one called a reverse knee stretch with an arabesque, and this one is a tough one. So first off, we're going to take our straps, we're just going to put them on the floor. We don't require them now. Now from here, making sure that your foot bar is up on the number 3 level, and put your spring onto a red. If you want to make this harder, as you get better at this, you put your springs down to a lower spring, and this makes it much more tough. Now, from here, we're in a plank position. So first off, elbows on the carriage, hands on the shoulder pads. One foot goes up onto the bar, extend that leg, and then bring the other foot up into a plank position. So you're lengthened out. Now making sure here that your elbows are directly under your shoulders. This is knee stretch now, reverse knee stretch. On the breath in, we bend our knees, taking our buttocks to our heels, breathe out, press away, and squeeze through the glutes on extension. Do that 3 times. This is the reverse knee stretch. On the third reverse knee stretch we're about to come up to now, extend the legs first, then breathe in, arabesque. Lift through the carriage, draw the leg up, press the carriage away, lower the foot down, and continue on that pattern now. Now, as we do the arabesque, we're going to alternate the legs. Now, from here, we're going to work it. This is tough. So we're going to try to work on 4 arabesques on each side. So it's 8 repetitions. We're going to do 8 sets. And this is going to be tough. If you need to have a rest at any time, feel free to. But as you get stronger, you'll get much better at this. These girls are really strong. They'll do really well. Once again, 3 knee stretches, 1 arabesque. When you get into the arabesque, ensure that the top of your head faces the floor to allow that opposite leg to get high to the ceiling, nice and high. When you're doing the knee stretch,